Who will win? The nightlight or the raptor? Or the smoke monster? Ah! As much as I like you, Blue, I vote on the nightlight. I love that. We're having crossovers today, guys. So welcome back. Storm here.
Tom here.
Kimmy here.
So we're going to go on an adventure, right, Tom? We're ready with our cool hats.
Charlie.
I have to go on an adventure and grab a hat.
Next time. I love my hats. Ooh, yeah, look how fuzzy it is. I love my cats. And I just got fuzzy, like fur all over it. But anyways, we love going to Animal Kingdom. It's been a while, but not for Tom, though. You go all the time because you live close by now.
That's right.
Sweet, but you don't get lost. We do during this show. There's a lot of mystery. We have a lot of questions, but at least you can find your way.
And that's
to Disney
the fun.
World.
That it's so fun to watch this because you're always guessing.
I love that. The
You're
suspense is great.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the character development's great, and just learning more about these people that we've come to know well, and still we don't know much about them. Like, it's always a huge surprise. Like, wow.
Well, just the connections between everybody that they don't even know about.
Yes.
Bizarre. I love that. And a lot of you guys told us stuff like that we missed before with, certain people in the background and flashbacks that we didn't know.
Right. They were in their lives and they didn't even know it, like in passing. Like, it's almost like real life. Like, how often do we do that in our own lives, So
I might have seen you two in my younger years, but I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll see you in another life, eh?
So this episode 11, is called The Hunting Party. So immediately I'm hiding the description. I see Locke, so obviously I would think Locke anyways.
Well, yeah, you mentioned hunting. That's the first thing I think of.
Mm-hmm. Hunting party. They're gonna go back for Boar or Walt.
You know what though? Maybe going
it's
looking
high time
for Boar.
to look for him.
Maybe they'll stumble across Walt. I don't know. Maybe he escaped or something, ran away.
Maybe he's saying shh.
Maybe Mike will go with them, and he hasn't told anyone about what happened, so he might try to sneak away. He was trying to sneak away last time, wasn't he?
Yes, he was from the other.
He was trying to load up a gun and stuff, and
not cool. Yeah,
he's desperate. He wants him so bad.
He does, and I just hope he doesn't kill himself by trying. He has to.
Or kill somebody because he's overdoing it.
I know, so it's scary. But shall we get into this?
Yes.
The Hunting Party. And if you guys want to see lost episodes early, check out our Patreon in the links below. We have a huge library of a ton of shows and movies.
Right.
And anything you do there, donation-wise, really helps us grow and to create more videos for you guys. You're awesome. Yeah. All right, so 2:11.
He said, I did not come all this way for you, sir. I came for him.
Huh. I'm going to see him on the island now.
I'll have to admit him in the next couple of weeks. Run some tests.
It's going to be so sad, though, when it doesn't work, but it's good to hope,
Something you can do.
I mean, that would be amazing, and I really
It
hope
would,
so.
but 2 miracles in a row.
Oh, he's
John.
knocked out.
What happened?
Stay in there.
Michael!
Michael, come on.
Stay in there, Jack!
There's another way to go
Get in
now.
the damn room! You're gonna shoot me, Michael! No,
Think about it.
but I'll shoot your damn computer. I have to do it now.
This is bad.
I have to do it alone.
It's going to be
Yeah,
irrational.
that's what he said.
No, I'm okay.
Good. Give me a boost up.
It's no use.
I hope Sawyer shows up to get his Band-Aid changed.
Michael.
Nope.
Just throw a banana at me.
Couldn't find any rocks.
That's good.
There are nicer ways to wake a man up, Freckles.
Come on, it's time to go get your bandages changed.
Thanks.
Don't worry, it's just my banana.
Come on.
Maybe they went out for ice cream.
Jack?
Just
Starting
in
to
time.
beep.
25, got it.
Don't listen to his numbers.
Hopefully
I'm
the
sure
numbers
she knows
work
her
this
own.
time. It's going to be exciting. All right, good.
Hey, what?
Tell Sawyer what.
Michael went after Wolf.
Communication
I
now.
like that.
Pull the gun on me, put us both in there. Coming with you. You're still on antibiotics.
It's a good thing I'm traveling with my doctor.
I bet your wife feels differently.
She hitting on him?
Your wife, she's the woman you fixed, isn't she?
Yes.
That's the price of being a miracle worker.
And she understands. That's
Where are you going?
I gotta go to the gym, and then I got some papers to grade. I was late, so I got a pregnancy test.
What?
Okay, I'm awake now.
What's to talk about?
Sarah.
See you later, Jack.
Oh, see, it bothers her, so maybe her accident. She can't get pregnant now.
So why should that person be me? I can track, carry a
You're
gun.
not coming. You're staying.
Huh.
protected.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm
I
jealous.
know. You love her.
What'd you say?
Oh no, it's gonna come out.
It's heading somewhere else.
He was told by the computer.
It's a trap.
Yeah, I don't think that's all. Hey! I have that hat. I have that hat.
He stole some guns and he went on commando. Said he was going after Walt. Later, dudes. Gotta get to the hatch.
He heard Michael and Walt, you know,
Yeah.
he knows.
마이클은 내 친구야.
나는 당신 아내예요.
Wow. Yeah, that's weird.
Am I interrupting? There's a line sign, you know it's there.
Guess you would know.
Oh. He knows him well that it's gonna really bother him if he gets cornered.
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Clean. I
Mr.
probably would have
Clean.
gone around Mount Vesuvius.
Why'd you pick that name? Why'd you pick Sawyer?
Oh no.
Holy crap. Is it a flare?
Oh no. Don't start yelling, you don't know who's shooting.
Is it?
Jack! Good practice.
Guns being fired, you don't know what direction, just run towards it.
Hopefully no one gets shot while they run over.
Yeah, and if he was shooting at someone, you want him coming back?
Personally, hell yeah.
You said these people were 2 days across the island.
Yeah. You heard it, Daniel Boone. What's your count?
Yeah. 7 sounds about right.
It's getting dark. Which way might go?
Of course.
You out here for Michael or just payback for getting shot?
Why are you out here, Doc?
Why are you guys starting this now?
Didn't work.
I had it! I know, son.
I got it all. I mean, I had it!
His heart gave out. It's nobody's fault. Maybe you should go home.
Where is she?
I know, you gotta.
He did give him what he wanted. He wanted a chance.
Gabriella.
He's raw with emotion. She is. See? And then, of course, it's gonna be good
Sarah's
time.
gonna swing over.
Oh, he's kissing back.
Easily wrapped up
Wow,
in
he's
emotion.
really kissing her back.
I think we better head back.
What? Just find the trail, John.
I've lost the trail. You don't just lose a trail.
You just don't want to find him.
Yeah,
He
that's
probably has a
right.
feeling.
We're never gonna see him again. And that's gonna be on us.
You're exactly right, Jack.
Oh shit.
Is that the pirate guy?
Why don't you point the gun down?
Stop!
Oh,
You get shot again?
come on, babe. Son of a gun. You don't know how many are out there.
They're surrounded, I mean.
I think it's time we all had a talk.
Holy crap. You guys wanted this.
It's always at night.
Yeah, night or raining.
She's kind of cute, right?
Oh,
You know, in a I've been terrorized by the others for 40 days kind of way. Didn't class miss me yet?
Oh,
Dude, it's been a day.
I think there's more of us than there are of you. I think if you had any real strength,
watch it.
you
They
wouldn't
might
have had to send a
take
spy.
someone out.
Light him up!
Light him up. Holy shit. You're
oh my
wrong.
God.
We got a misunderstanding, Jack. Now give me your weapons. Turn around.
Yeah.
Go home.
No.
Oh,
Not good. They're gonna take someone else.
don't speak for all of them.
Don't.
No.
Not kidding. Yeah, don't be stubborn. Just
You
give
gonna
up.
give me your guns. Turn around, walk away.
Yeah, you're not in a good
It's
position.
your call,
right now.
Jack. One.
Why is it? Come on, think.
Stop.
Oh my God, to take that long.
Son of a gun.
You have no
Oh,
choice. I hope he does let her go. Locke's gonna be like taking out his pockets
Give me
and
the
like
other.
in there.
I saw the one he put in his pants.
Shit.
Come on, sorry, don't be stubborn. Don't twitch and try to shoot. Don't.
We ain't done, Zeke.
We ain't done. Oh. So they don't have Michael.
You all right?
He's like removing himself. He's just so angry.
이래라 저래라 하는 거 내가 제일 싫어하는 거 알지?
당신이 싫은 것처럼 나도 싫어.
Mm.
Things have
Good
changed.
point. Good point.
그래.
Yeah, it really changed for the better for them, really.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do
It's therapeutic. Cheaper than a shrink.
it. How did the daughter take it? What's her name, Gabriella?
She kissed me.
Oh, he's come straight out with it.
Okay, I'm gonna fix this. We're gonna go back to the way things were. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this.
Can't fix everything.
I'm leaving you.
Oh no! So she was thinking this for a while, maybe. Oh,
I've been seeing someone.
no!
She's been.
Oh no!
You will always need something to fix.
That's so sad.
See, James.
James, you tell me that.
She told me to stay behind. I'd done the same damn thing.
He did tell you to stay behind.
Oh, she needs that. That's good.
See, you found a new friend.
Progress.
How long do you think it would take to train an army?
To train an army.
He wants to go to war.
He's not letting it go.
Oh my
Mm.
God!
Her and Saeed.
A lot of people are gonna die.
Well,
Wow.
they're gonna know what they're doing. I mean,
Yeah, they know everything about them. Like,
yeah. So they've been watching.
yeah, they know their strengths, their weaknesses. They know
Yeah.
who's the leaders.
And they seem like they have a lot of numbers too. They know the island very well. They snuck up on them, no problem. So, I don't know what to say. I mean, you want to protect your own, but you're going to lose a lot of people. I mean, you really have to learn the terrain and not have them detect it somehow.
Yeah, they got a huge advantage on everybody at the beach.
Yeah.
They like I said, they're quiet. They know the island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they seem to be pretty tactful with what they have.
Yeah.
Now they have more guns and they have less.
Yeah.
I know. They brought so much ammo and stuff with them, right? And then they had to just drop it all. We just saw the guns, and I guess they had a full cartridge and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like 3 pistols and 2 rifles, I think.
Yeah, so that is a big loss too. And where's Michael still? Because it looks like he's not with the others because they were like, he'll never find us, laughing. So
No,
he's
but
probably
they'll
just
find
around
him.
there. So he's probably still around there somewhere looking, and they're avoiding him.
I'm wondering if the messages that were being sent to and from Michael, I'm wondering if that was all a trap to get Michael to go out looking for Walt and to have them follow.
I kind of wonder the same thing. That's actually a good thought, yeah.
Could very well be, or just to get Michael as well, because how many others are there? I mean,
Well,
we
something
have no
like
idea
that.
if they split up.
That's something that it's not just on a whim. They can't just be, oh, hey, look, they're on the move. Let's go have a chat with them. That seems like it was very, planned out.
I know, because even though they know the area, it's not like they have cell phones talking to each other. So for them
Right,
to
or
be out
even
there,
walkie-talkies or something.
so it's almost like they did that on purpose to bring them out more. Yeah, right into that area, because they have so many surrounding them with their torches at the go, like ready to be like, oh, and then signal them to all set them off at the same time.
They all come on, they all shut off at the same time.
Yeah, so it was all organized.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was all set up now, and Walt did not send that message out. It was to lure Mike out and to have everyone follow so they could talk to Jack, because he's the leader.
Walt could be in that same room where the other computer is. It's just, trying to give him information to say, hey, it is actually Walt. But yeah,
I know it sounds weird, but I really do think that Walt's okay. I do kind of believe them there. He's a special boy. I don't know what they're doing with him, but
yeah, we know he's special. But when he said it, I felt, oh, that's great.
Yeah, so they know he's special, but
that.
why? Like, what's the whole purpose of Walt's necessity for them?
Yeah, I don't know.
He is special. Locke is special. Hurley. I mean, they all have these gifts that no other ones, show. Claire has a little, she has, the guy that gave her premonition, you have to do this, you have to do that. And everything's in lining to this island. But like Hurley and Locke and Walt, they're a little bit more special. But maybe they want to mold Walt into something, further for the group.
And who knows, maybe down the road too, they'll try to go back to their party and actually start singling out people like they did with the second group, and they started stealing people, and they stole 9 at once or something. So they might start doing that again every time it's, convenient for them. And maybe they'll get all the special people to maybe
maybe they're weeding out
the
non-special people and just keeping the special people alive and kind of having them all gather into one group.
Because if they're that dominant, why would they let them know, well, you're pretty much at our doorstep and you just have to stay there. You can't actually go into our home. Like, why would they even allow them to stay alive at that point? Like, they're toying with them, I feel like trying to act like that they respect that. Okay, well, you can have that spot because
and I'm allowing you to live. I'm allowing you to live how you want to on this island. But just remember, I'm here and I dictate everything. We dictate everything.
I mean, I can kind of believe them when he says that, we own this island, because they've been there for so long. They know every aspect of it. And the fact that they are letting them live, because I'm sure they could have gone in there and just started picking them off one by one.
I just feel that healthy, normal, mentally stable people, when others crash on an island, you'd come up to them. If you want to be, a little controlling on your area, say, hey, damn, we're stuck here too, or whatever, lie to them and just say, look, this is your section, that's our section. Don't bother us, we won't bother you. Like, make it legit right off the bat. Don't do all these smoke machines and
these guys have been there for so long that I think that
it's theirs.
I don't want to say that they're impaired, but these people are coming onto their territory.
Yeah.
But also, there was talk of a virus or something that was going on that was affecting people. So maybe they've all been infected, and their brain process is thinking that they are the ones in control. They are the ones who have survived and.
Absolutely. I mean, who knows how long they've been on there?
So why can't they all just get along? Why can't they all just explain things? I think that's the biggest problem on this island. No one likes to explain what's going on. They love to keep you guessing and run past you. And it just happened so bad with this first group, with the others, where people just didn't communicate, where they became primitive and just we don't trust anyone. And, everyone else is an outsider.
What if they're all doing it for a spiritual reason? Like, they think this island is their deity or whatever you want to call it. And we need to find Walt. Diana's telling me to find Walt. But there's a yin and a yang. There's good versus evil. Walt could be the good, but he could be used for the evil. And Locke and Echo could have powers, but some kind of
force
sense or something.
Some kind of sense to defeat that evil, and that's kind of why there's no clashing yet, because they're not equally ready to combat. I don't know. I think there's something spiritual going on where it's the island is, maybe there's not just one island, maybe it's 2 halves of a whole.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool idea.
And one part of it is trying to have Echo and Locke and their group do certain things to make certain things happen, and the others are on the other side, and their force is trying to do the opposite.
Yeah, and it's funny how Echo has Anna's back and Locke has Jack's back. Like, they always are there to give their point of view, which is a completely different point of view of the leader. And I think you do need that yin and yang with each group too. Maybe these originals don't have,
Well,
the other.
Maybe
like
Walt
Locke.
is like Luke Skywalker. Maybe he's the chosen one.
Maybe
He's the balance of the force.
Yes, right.
Maybe, you never
As long as it's
know.
not like Anakin where he goes to the dark side.
I feel like this is like purgatory or something, and you have hell and heaven or something.
Yeah,
where they're
yeah.
being tested to be like good versus evil, or there's a lot of gray areas too. And I mean, there's just so much mystery behind everything. But yeah, like, it is so cool with all the characters, because even Jack, like, I love learning about most of our main characters, and him, he's so interesting, and he's human still, and with him, like, he does love his job, and he really tries to help people. He gets very compassionate about it, but it doesn't mean he's perfect. I'm not saying he's evil or anything, but I'm just saying that even though he's the leader and he's a doctor and he's so good at what he does and he really does care, it doesn't mean that he is like the perfect good.
Right.
He does
And that's
get-
his fault. His fault is he
Too
wants to be
obsessed
perfect.
and-
He wants to be the
Exactly.
leader. He wants
that's
to have
his-
everybody.
He's his own biggest weakness. I mean, he's trying to put everything on his shoulders.
He is.
Without trying to share the, everything with other people
Right,
who want to
he has
help him.
his problem delegating. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to be in so much control that if it's out of his control, it really bothers him.
Yeah, I agree. And
You know.
it kind of gets to me sometimes. Never been in that situation, so I can't blame him. But like when he just runs without thinking, like he just gets so upset and desperate, and he just takes off. All of them matter, but the fact that he's the only doctor and hasn't really trained anyone to help out, like. It's bad if he dies. It's really bad. I mean, people care about him for one thing, but he's their only doctor and survive. Like, they won't survive if certain things happen and they bleed out. Like the other group where that guy broke his leg or something and they couldn't fix it and he had to die. He just died because he had an infection or whatever, and because they didn't have a doctor to figure things out. So the way that he just takes off too, I'm like, Jack, you can't do stuff like that. But I know he just wants to fix it.
And John is calling him out on it. What are you doing this really for, Jack? What are you doing this for?
Yeah, it's like, what's your reasoning? Because you're not making any sense.
You can't control Michael. Michael wants his kid. He's tried this numerous times. He is gone. He is on, you've got to let him
he's
go.
on a
You
mission.
can't control him.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The whole backdrop of the story is his past. He had to try to save that guy's life, and it kills him that he couldn't succeed.
Well, he also gets very emotionally attached to what he's trying to accomplish, and that's how he kind of fell in love with his wife, I believe.
Yeah,
And that's kind of how he felt
And that's
emotionally.
his fault.
Yeah, he let himself get so emotionally attached, and that's how he wound up kissing that girl.
Yeah.
You get in the heat of the moment, and just everything's happening, and just the emotion builds up, and it happens.
And he felt so bad. It wasn't like, he could have had feelings for her in that way, but, it could have been just the guilt too, and he just wanted her to feel better because he tried his hardest, and that was his life at that moment for however long it took him to try to fix him. Yeah, it's a long
took him
time.
over.
And he wasn't going home. He was hardly sleeping probably. He was always there, and that was his family at that point, because like your work family is also your family, and you see them more than your normal family usually when you work full time.
But I give Jack points for. He told his wife what happened right away.
Straight out, yeah.
Why can't he do that on the island? Why can't he talk to people?
I know.
Even when Sawyer opened the door for him, they go, "We gotta go get him."
Yeah.
Okay, just open the door for you.
Speaking of Sawyer, I love him. He's so funny, and I just love his angry look every time, where he just has that his hair's always mopped in front of his face, and he's just scowling at everyone.
Oh yeah, even when
sarcastic.
Kate's helping him get up.
He had the best name for Locke, Mr. Clean. That was so.
Yeah, that was
he has a ring
hilarious.
and a
I'm like,
mop.
he does look like Mr. Clean. That's so funny. But John knows how to talk to him too, and that was kind of cool. How he was like, "Oh, James."
Yes,
just
the whole
being
Sawyer
level
thing.
with him.
That was good, and that's just giving him a dig, because Sawyer does like to dig people. He likes to tease, and
Well, and that's also good for Locke, because Locke's saying that I can see through you. I know who you really are.
I think he's so enlightened that he tries to open other people's eyes too, and he probably thinks that calling him
totally agree
James
with that.
to accept James as who he really is, because he took on Sawyer as revenge, right? So maybe over time, I think it'll take a lot of time if it does happen, but maybe his intentions are for James, for Sawyer, to accept who he is, and then maybe that'll make him less aggressive and so protected. You know,
that's a very good theory. That's very true, because he is for revenge. That's his name was to revenge.
I think Locke does that with everybody on the island. I mean, he tries to, instead of being who you've been taught to be who you want to be. Mm-hmm. Like Jack wants to help everybody, but he does it to the nth degree. He takes it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
And he's trying to bring Jack out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Sawyer, like we just talked about, he's trying to, show him that I see through you. That's not who you are. You're James.
Yeah.
Be that person. He's done it even with Saeed. He knows Saeed's a soldier,
right?
This interrogator, and he's even trying to back him off of that. And Saeed was kind of doing that on his own anyway.
Yeah.
But I think they all have these walls in front of them that Locke is trying to break them free of, or at least to have them open the door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everyone's resetting on this island. I mean, bad things have
even
happened
Charlie.
too. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's huge, and everyone is just. Even Sun and Jin, seeing them on the beach, like how bad it was for them. She was gonna leave him in the airport, and they were just bad, and now they're like the greatest ever. Like their relationship is so great, and everyone else too that's been through a lot of bad. It seems like this is kind of like a good haven for them to a certain extent to
and
a better
with
life in a way,
With Locke's all his words of wisdom, those one-liners that he would tell people.
Yes, tea.
Probably
He just sits
enough.
down. He's like Iro, talking around with good advice. Yeah, he's just like right at the right moment to be like, hey, so
delicious tea or deadly poison.
Why would you do that? Oh, I miss it. But one good thing I liked was Charlie and Hugo together. That was fun.
That was fun. And then poor Saeed comes in. This is depressing.
Yeah, I felt so bad for him. And when he said that, he's like, this music's depressing.
But then Hugo jumped right up and said, hey, yo, we'll change it. It's
he
cool.
was so sweet in that moment because he was so caring and worried. He's like, oh yeah, we can change it. No, but
he wants to hook up.
He's
got the eyes for Libby.
That's awesome.
She is gorgeous.
Because he was trying to help her last time, right? Like drape over the cloth or something.
Yeah. He's like, I think I got a shot.
That's sweet. I mean, you've been on this island for a while now, and you might as well. I mean, they're making friends, so.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a point to move on. I mean.
Yeah.
At what point do you say, okay, I got to stop trying to, get help and start living a life?
Right.
Different than what I planned, but.
I would still want to have like someone rotate on the beach and like just put help signs up, or you have fire signals, and always do that. Like I wouldn't fully give up on that, but I would totally have.
I'm sure they're doing it to a certain extent.
Hopefully, yeah.
Until someone else crashes.
One question I have is, I thought they were all going to start moving towards the caves and living over there, but now it seems like they're living back on the beach again.
It looks like more of the beach.
Summertime, let's go to the beach.
Because once the others were coming with Danielle or something, then they all started staying more on the beach, right? Because they were afraid. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. The water source seems to be more important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It
know.
looks
like they're just doing runs
ocean
now.
water all the time.
But I'm worried with them doing this. He wants to train an army. I'm a little worried about that, because if these guys are watching every move they do, they're going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not going to be really a way.
Yeah, they're going to see. They know you're going down there and pressing the button. They know
they don't have many guns left, so they're going to have to be making their own weapons.
Mm-hmm. I mean, looking at both sides now, I'm afraid for Jack and people, because unless they can train people very well, because you have all kinds of people there, and I mean, some, yes, are fighters, but I don't know how much training you're going to be able to give them, for one thing. And you're you're probably outnumbered. You don't know the terrain nearly as well as these other people do. They're probably more savage, or, will do anything to any means because maybe they're part of the island or something, and they're protecting something major. They're stealing people. I think you have a huge disadvantage, and I feel like they're going to watch and know all your moves no matter what you do. Because they even know about the bunker and stuff, right? They said something about going into places that don't belong to you or something. And so it seems like they know a lot of secrets that our main group doesn't know. So going to war, I just feel like they're going to lose so many people on both sides, but mainly our side, because they're not as skilled and knowledgeable. And if the others know about it, which they probably will at some point, have some scouts out, they're going to start taking those people out most likely, so there's no threats.
But I have a feeling that for some reason they're unable to get into the bunkers, because I think they would have already. Those
Maybe
nicer
they have other
amenities,
ones.
Unless they're on their other ones, like there was how many stations did
they might have their
Robert
own,
say,
because
6 or
someone's on
something?
another computer somewhere.
Yeah, so I think they might have their
So
own
they
bunkers
might
and
have their
stuff.
own, but they might not be able to access this one for whatever reason, because they had that big magnetic field
Yeah.
in this one.
Can you imagine too? I mean, I doubt it, but I mean, it's kind of weird to me that they're kind of dominating it and being like, we're letting you live here again on this side, but you just can't cross. I wonder if they're limited where they can only go so far too, where they can't actually, I mean, they've been to the beach
and they
before,
have to
though,
be
right? And on the
so
water.
aggressive to make them, just to push them away because they don't know. They're
So
so
maybe they have a
scared.
weakness that we don't know either, and they don't
That's
know.
what they have to find out. That's what Jack's team has to find out. Like, what is their weakness? Because look at even Danielle. I mean, she's living on the outskirts on her own, paranoid, and she
neither
doesn't
one-
even know about,
Nobody knows where she is. I mean,
I mean,
I'm sure
she knows their strengths. She's petrified of them, but she's
she's able
living
to
on
keep
her
off
own
the radar.
too. Yeah.
So
I try
now,
to find her.
now I'm getting sad because with like thinking of Danielle and all these other people who have gone crazy, like maybe Michael's going to end up like that too, always looking for his loved one, because she was looking for her son or daughter or something for a while,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
maybe he's going
Yeah,
to
for
end up
Alex.
like her, just all paranoid by himself, and I don't know if he's going to ever see Walt again. I hope he does at some point, but the others are stubborn and don't want him to find him.
Well, I think the only way they're going to find information about them is if they can somehow infiltrate them.
Yeah.
But that's going to be incredibly hard task because they're, pretty well versed in everything.
Yeah, I agree.
They are that, and that's the bad part because they've been on the island for only 50 days. Our group's only been on for 50 days.
They've barely been anywhere.
They're still exploring the island. They're still exploring each other. They're still trying to figure out what's going on. And yet these guys are already established. They know, they're honing in. So they're already at a disadvantage. There's got to be something that they can find.
Yeah, because
Their weakness.
our group is still trying to survive. The other guys, they're like I said, they're established already. They already have their means of survival. They're not worried about that anymore.
And how many guns and weapons have they collected? Because I'm sure over time, we have no clue how many people were there in the beginning anyways. So they probably have a whole collection of stuff.
Yeah, and
their
they
own
seem
bunkers.
really smart. That leader seemed very smart, where you think he'd have the knowledge of, okay, they just crashed. They've got to be vulnerable. Why do we have to be so harsh to these people? But they must have seen some really bad stuff to feel like this, feel like they're a threat in some way.
Well, I think that's
They
something to
just
do with
crashed.
the bunkers. When these scientists came in and they put these bunkers installed and they were doing all these tests and whatever, they could have done really bad things to these people.
Yeah,
And
all those injections and those medication. Who knows?
And with that old ship that's been there, there could be generations of these people here living like this, and they're brought up with these beliefs: everybody's evil, everybody's bad. So it could just be their upbringing.
Yeah,
it could be, because they seem they are really aggressive, and they are just not talking, silent. It's really eerie. And then all the smoke monster and that extra layer of spookiness.
And the whispers,
petrified.
They could still be the others, but I'm so convinced that we're
very
relating it to
mystical.
that, but they're all spiritual things in different
Yeah.
parts of the island. And
But I wonder what the significance is of them being super silent. I mean, nobody's that silent all the time. So so I'm wondering if maybe that's their way of getting around this security
You ever
system,
watch
maybe, or
The Quiet Place. A Quiet Place.
maybe that's the
They're-
experience.
Yeah, they're answering to a higher species, a higher level.
Who knows? Guys, we have so many debates and questions, and it's so fun. I love this show. It's so good to discuss it, but I think we're going to continue it next time because
I
we're
think
just
the
going to
island is
sit here for an
Jurassic
hour
Park.
talking about it. So thanks for wearing the
Jurassic
same
Park.
hat, Tom. We're twins
Mechanical
after all.
Jurassic Park.
Can't you tell?
You
We're
are.
twins. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Please don't get lost, and check out our links below.
I'm always lost.
Don't be lost.
You know
Love
how you can be
guys.
found? Subscribe.
Please do.
That's
That helps us out a
Do
lot.
it.
You guys are amazing. Bye.
I know I am.
It was like.
Bye.
Bye.